Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Chit Chatting with Kate Carr. I came across the Reddit thread r/pointlessstories and I thought, hey, perfect. That is my specialty. I drag stories on. I am a short story long type of person. The details are in the description. I not only create the stories in my mind and then speak them out loud sometimes, but also in the middle of telling a story that has substance, I'll just add these stories within it. So I know a pointless story or two. And I saw this thread and I was like, let me see other people's pointless stories. So this week we are going down the Reddit thread r/pointless stories. There's no specific topics with these because, of course, like I said, they are pointless stories. So I'm just going to go through a few that caught my eye when I was scrolling just by their title. So let's dive into the first one and see what My Girlfriend Always Wears Dresses is all about. My girlfriend always wears dresses. She doesn't wear them on special occasions or at weddings. She wears them pretty much every day. Her entire wardrobe are dresses in all different colors: pink, yellow, white, black, blue, orange. Her favorite colors to wear is pink and white. She has one dress where the back part of it touches the floor a little. She rarely wears pants and a shirt. She only has 3 pairs of blue jeans and 3 pairs of shirts, and those are usually for some special events when wearing a dress wouldn't be suitable. She has over 30 plus dresses. Sometimes it's fun to see what type of dress she's going to put on, and I always wonder which one it will be, and it's so fun to see the colors right after she has the dress on too. One of my favorite dresses she wears is this long, sheer white dress with accent glitter all over it. This one was so sweet. When I read the title originally, honestly, you might hear my tone shift as I'm reading the story because I read it with an attitude at first. I thought this person was like, my girlfriend always wears dresses. But clearly it took a turn and it is so sweet and I want to see what the commenters say. But I think this is a great pointless story. I love to hear this pointless story because there's love behind it. This person just loves their wife or their girlfriend in their dresses, and it's kind of like a fun mystery game every day, like, ooh, what dress is she gonna pop off in today? And I love her and I want to see her spin in it and I want to see her twirl. Yeah, like this person says, so cool. I actually want to upgrade my closet and wear more dresses. Yes, like we're inspiring people out here with these pointless stories. Another one is, this is such an adorably pointless post. Thank you. I agree. I'm here for the adorableness. She sounds lovely and you sound like you appreciate her. I love you guys. Yes, I love this story. This is a great pointless story. Thank you, OP. This next post, I love the title of it because I'm such a typical, ooh, look at the sky type of gal. If there's a moon, if it's a sunset, if it's the sky, doesn't matter. We're going to be looking at it when it looks beautiful. And this post is titled, The Moon is Just Insanely Beautiful. And I love it. This person said, I went through a bad breakup recently and everything was falling apart. Depressed, anxious, stressed, sad, crying, as awful as anybody had been there can imagine. Today is 2 months in. I saw the beautiful moon and smiled. I decided to sit at my back door stairs, just looking at the sky, looking at the stars and looking at the moon. I felt so calm for the first time. We all just look at the same sky. I have this app called Sky Guide, so you know that there's a galaxy right on top of you, but I can't see it. But that's okay. I know it's there. That one's so sweet. Even though I'm so sorry, OP, you're going through a bad breakup, that's terrible. But you know how to kind of cope yourself when you're kind of just feeling low. You know that the sky makes you feel good. So looking at the moon, it does something for you, especially like when it's like quiet at night, it's peaceful. Maybe there's stars around you. You did say that you were looking at the stars and the moon. So hopefully there's a lot of stars for you. I love when I can see the stars. But the fact that you just are embracing the moon in such a crazy time in your life, that just shows like a little grounding. And I love a little grounding. So thank you, OP, for this post too, because the moon can be so insanely beautiful. This next one is titled Pretty Girl in the Elevator. There's a girl in my apartment complex who's absolutely beautiful. I am not into girls and I do have a boyfriend, but I admire her because she's very pretty and stylish. However, every time I run into her, I look like crap. Today was no different. After a 12-hour shift at the hospital wearing a gym sneaker and all greasy, I ran into her again. God, she's never going to see me looking good. I love this post because this just reminds me of just girl code in general. If you feel like a girl looks good, you like her outfit, you like her shoes, you like her face, you like her vibe, you like her energy, and you just want to let her know, and you just want to be like really quick, like, hey girl, just want to let you know, like, your face looks amazing today. Maybe not say your face, that kind of sounds a little creepy, but like you notice something specific, like, oh, this person said that she's very stylish, so maybe she has really cool shoes on that day. You can just go up to her real quick. I promise you that she will 1000% accept it and be so excited. And if she doesn't, then that's a whole different level of person, but that's okay because that's past what you can deal with and that's past what you can control. But 98% sure that she will be so happy that you complimented her, and it'll make her day, because complimenting women is just so much fun. And when you get complimented by a woman, it feels so much fun, and like, you're just gonna spread the gal love all around. So if you feel that this girl looks beautiful, you love her style, it doesn't matter what you look like, and I promise she's not gonna look at you and be like, this raggedy person is like trying to compliment me. I promise. What if you make a new friend? I know it's scary to do that because sometimes I do hold back. I really want to compliment a person, but then like I don't end up doing it, and then I regret it because I'm like, oh, I should have just told her. But because you get those nerves going on. But I get the nerve part, but don't think that like sway if she's gonna receive the compliment or also become your friend too. Like if you're around your best friends, you're not looking put together 24/7, right? And they're not judging you. So there goes that. Just make the compliment, and if you see a girl and you want to compliment her. So OP, just go out of your way and do it, because like these other people say, compliment her. I love your outfit, or your shoes are cool. That can make a person's day. Let her know. There's another like POV somebody mentioned. Maybe she's thinking, wow, that girl in the elevator always looks like she worked so hard and her style is always so chill. Damn it, only she sees me all dolled up. She must think I'm a loser. One day I hope I run into her in my work clothes. So like there's other POVs. So like you just gotta like think about the other person and just understanding that like if you receive a compliment, that makes you feel good. So give it to the other person. Don't overthink it. I promise she's not gonna run away from you. This next one stood out to me because this is something that I can relate to times 100 million, because this is all I do. First time dyeing my hair myself. I'm a complete self-dyer, so we just kind of let it do its thing, and then we'll just add on top of it and just let it grow and just flow with it. But I definitely do my own hair, so I'm excited to see what this story's about. So my friend usually dyes my hair, but she recently moved out of state. I have long hair and I just got a new job 3 years ago. And while as life changes for the better, now I'm kicking life's ass and ruling it. I got my first tattoo and was like, yeah, I love purple. Purple is the color of royalty. I want to have my hair purple. So I asked her because she dyes her own hair and always looks really amazing. So we did purple, and that's how we became besties. We used to work together, and this was a time we could really catch up, share new music we found, vent, and just generally have a good time together. I value it. It's like my spa day. She got me hip to all the best self-care products. I just used to use cheap box dye and Suave shampoo and conditioner. Shout out to Mountain Strawberry. As long as my hair was clean and soft, I was good. But I was wrong. I now have 2 different sets of shampoo and conditioners that I alternate. That's something that I also have to learn to do. I just kind of grab I usually go Dove route, but like I just need to like commit to like a good. So if you have any recommendations, always recommend some products below. This is a side note. You love a shampoo and conditioner, you love a hair product, I'm always open for it, because I'm a girly who is so overwhelmed by all of the products that I just don't use any products. So I really want some recommendations. That's a side note. Anyways, over the course of 3 years, we slowly went from audacious to something that I looked naturalish, but with some colored highlights. Now the point of my pointless story. Last time she did it, we used bleach, and about 3 months later, I noticed my roots were coming in full force. So I got Garnier version 2 because I liked what the box said it should look like, not realizing my hair was so much lighter than the box pictures. It turned into a happy accident. Once all said and done, it's this nifty 4-shade ombre kind of thing that looks like I actually knew what I was doing. Honestly, that's why I always just do my own hair, because honestly, my hair personally grows pretty fast, so like if I really do hate it, I know it's just gonna kind of wash out and do its thing over time pretty quickly, so I don't really stress that much about it. Or I'll just kind of like just chop it, and I do very impulsive things. That's why DIY hairstyle is great for me. So I probably feel like OP probably feels the same, especially with the purple dye, and like they love the way it turned out, so you never know. But obviously proceed with caution. I am definitely not a hair professional in any way, shape, or form, that's for sure. I just know that I'm a solid DIYer, box dyer. This one sounded like it was going to be some sort of love story, so this one intrigued me. The time I met the same woman twice, 150 miles apart. To preface, this happened about 3 years ago. I live in a decently sized city, around 500,000. I was at Whole Foods in the checkout with my sister and her girlfriend buying stuff to make for dinner. I turned around and saw this woman holding a big cake. It was beautiful, and I told her so. She lit up and loudly proclaimed, "It's a carrot cake, and it's all for me." I told her that she deserves it, and I hope the cake is all that she hopes it to be. We bonded a little bit, but then it was time for us to go, so we parted ways. End scene. I love the dramatics. The next day, my sister, her girlfriend, and I started making a trip to the city that's about 150 miles away from where I live so we could go to a concert of a band we've listened to since we were wee little babes. We were in the crowd getting hyped up. The band was just about to come on. I suddenly feel a tap on my shoulder, so I turn around and who do I see? The Carrot Cake Woman. The four of us lost our shit for a minute, and then the band came on, so we all danced. She drifted back into the crowd like a wave running into the ocean, and that was that. Wherever Carrot Cake Woman is, I hope she's doing well and is treating herself to beautiful desserts. May we meet again if the universe will have it. I love that. That's just so simple, and like just the way that the universe works, and just so cool that they ran into each other and they're all like, hey, this wasn't a love story, but this was something cool that everybody can remember and everybody will talk about and just think about. Like, yeah, Carrot Cake Woman. Anytime they see a carrot cake from both ends, they're just gonna think of this interaction and how cool it is that, like, what a small world. What a small world. I love this story. Thank you for your pointless story, OP. Side note, I don't really think I've ever fully indulged in carrot cake, but I'm not a carrot cake person. Are you a carrot cake person? Let me know. Always let me know in the comments. And lastly, my wife is considerate and I'm a jackass. So OP says, I work from home and often have video meetings where I'm required to be on camera. My wife works at her physical location, but comes home and we have lunch together most days. Earlier this week at lunch time, I was on a call with my boss, who I had a great relationship with. Instead of coming through the downstairs garage or front door like usual, my wife decides to come in the door from the backyard directly next to my office setup. She opens the door and starts crawling on the floor so nobody could see her. Midway through my sentence, I say, oh no, we have an intruder over there, and angled my camera down. She was on all fours looking up at the camera in horror, and everybody involved just busted out laughing for a solid 5 minutes straight. Alright, I read the last sentence a little fast, so I guess I'll take back my look because my wife and I are goofy and she thought it was hilarious as well. She told me that she would have done the exact same thing to me, lol. So that's your guys' relationship. Me, on the other hand, that would be so embarrassing. I could not imagine that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Unless you're like OP and their wife and you have that relationship, I guess, and you know that that would be funny at work, don't just do that, because there's a lot of like upvotes on this and I wonder what people are saying, because me personally, I would be mortified. I would not be cackling. Okay, all the comments are very wholesome, but I am appreciative of the healthy relationship that they have going on and it works for them, but nobody else is putting themselves in this point of view. Why am I the only one doing it? And being like, I would be mortified. That doesn't make sense, especially like on the work call. It is cute that like they both can laugh it off. Don't get me wrong, that's healthy. They can do that and that's their goofiness, like they said. But all in all, the title was a lot more dramatic than the whole story, honestly. Aren't they all? But that's okay, because that wraps up this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if YouTube decided to sprinkle you in my algorithm and you found me, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. That way that YouTube can know that you're enjoying the content that I'm creating, and then also I know that you're enjoying the content that I'm creating, so that I can continue creating the content that I enjoy creating, that you enjoy watching, that YouTube will know that you enjoy watching, and it'll just be this whole continuous circle, and we'll keep growing this gal pal community on this channel. I appreciate you watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye! Whoop.